The police in Hyderabad have released what they say is CCTV footage of the men who kidnapped a 15-year-old on Wednesday. A 15-year-old Abhay Modani was kidnapped for a ransom of 10 crore. When the family said they couldn't pay so much, the kidnappers reduced it to 5 crore. Yesterday, the young boy was found dead in a box near Alpha Hotel in Secunderabad. His hands were tied with a rope. And for the very latest on that story, let's now go across to my colleague Uma Sudhir, who joins us on the phone line from Hyderabad. Uma, what more are the police saying at this stage? They've released the CCTV footage, but do they have any clue at all as to who may have done this?
Neha, the CCTV footage that shows Abhay pillion riding with another man, that man is obviously one of the kidnappers, and closely following this blue-colored two-wheeler is a red-colored two-wheeler on which there are 3 other men who are also believed to be part of the gang, the same gang. And the locals and in fact children in the area have identified one of them as Sai, belonging to Rajamandri, who was in fact working as a help in the neighborhood of Abhay, where Abhay lived in Hyderabad. In the neighborhood, Sai was working as a domestic help, and he was in fact used to be very friendly with the children of the area, with the youngsters in the area, flying kites and during other social activities. So right now, the police seems to think that these men, after having done this very, very gruesome act, they may have escaped towards Vijayawada, towards Rajamandri. What they understand is that these 3 men may have actually split, and they have found that their cell phones are now switched off, and therefore they are not able to track them through the digital signals. But because they have the identity of these 3 men more or less from the CCTV, at least Sai is somebody that they know who has been identified through the CCTV footage, so they are looking for Sai. What seems to have happened is that on Wednesday evening, Abhay came out of his house to have tiffin nearby. About 25 minutes later, his mother called him. He said, "I'm returning in 10 minutes." But what we find from CCTV footage is that Abhay was seen in the locality. He had then got on pillion riding on this man who he seems to know, because there seems to be no use of force. He has voluntarily got on. But later in the evening, when the phone calls for ransom were received by the family, what we understand is that the boy had already died, and then the phone calls were made. Even though during the phone call, during the ransom call, the man says that your son will be back home tomorrow in the morning. But what we realize is that within 20 minutes of the first phone call, the box was found in Secunderabad, which subsequently turned out to be the box in which the body of Abhay had been packed.